Welcome back to another video. It's Friday today and I basically thought I'd bring you along for the day, and as I go through the day, talk a little bit more about how I live a slower way of life and like all of the little things that I've done along the way to feel calmer and more at ease and more intentional with what I do with my time. There have been so many things that I've learned in like the past 2 years since kind of when I first experienced that burnout and was like, I desperately need to make a change. And I thought today that I would just try and share as many of those little things as I can throughout my daily routine. Also just want to say, I am still figuring this out. There are still days that I work too much or I'm not intuitive and I push myself too hard and try and like stick to these rigid routines. So I'm not really coming at this as like a perfect person, but more just sharing my experience of experimenting with living a slow pace of life over the past 2 years and like how that's manifested. So a really small example is last night I did the book club with my friend Molly that I've got the Story Social. We had our in-person meetup. So instead of setting my usual alarm for the morning, I didn't set an alarm and allow myself to wake up naturally. So for me, it's that thing of prioritising the things that I need. I knew that I'd need extra rest, so I just thought, you know what, I'm going to let my body and my brain wake me up, whatever that time is, and give myself grace to do that. Like when I think back to the version of myself 2 years ago, it would have been, no, I need to wake up and get as much done as possible. Whereas now it's like, actually, even though it is a Friday, I'm self-employed. Obviously, I was working last night anyway, in a sense, just kind of allow myself that time to rest. So I've had quite a slow morning so far. As you've just seen, we went for a walk, so I've got a little bit of movement in that way. I've had my breakfast and I'm gonna make a cup of tea and now I'm gonna start work. Something I realised quite early on when wanting to be more intentional with my life is that the mornings are really important for me, because I was finding if I was just waking up and not really doing anything for myself, like scrolling on my phone while I was eating breakfast and then going straight into work, it's almost like my nervous system would just be fired up already. So anything that came to me that day that felt stressful or overwhelming, I would really feel the effect of it. Whereas now, if I allow myself like an hour and a half to just have a slower start, eat my breakfast in peace without my phone, the phone's the big thing for me basically. So I try not to go on it before like 8:30. And really think about why I'm going on it. So I might go on it to like listen to a podcast while I'm getting ready and things, but just trying to avoid social media because it does impact your brain, like in terms of like the dopamine, but also, you know, you're seeing lots of different things on there that can obviously not feel great. So yeah, just kind of limiting my use on it, being more intentional. And then for me, it's really important to stay up to date with everything that's happening in the world and news and current affairs and things that I don't want to be ignorant to. So any kind of news related things I tend to look at from like 11 onwards. And I find for me, when I do that, because I've looked after myself, I feel in a better position to be able to think about everything that's happening in the world or think about ways that I could help or contribute because I'm coming at it from a more regulated place. So yeah, it's a small thing, but that has made the biggest difference. So yeah, there isn't like a set morning routine that I do. Sometimes it might be yoga, it might be a walk, but I do just try and make sure that I do something for myself. Another thing, I take supplements, and this is a fairly new thing for me. I have tried with supplements over the years, and I've just not really ever been consistent, and I think it's because I've not really resonated with a brand or felt like I really needed them. But this year I'm trying to work more on hormone health. I don't think I mentioned this, but I actually had an acupuncture session on Tuesday, and just thinking more again about working from the bottom up and just making my body feeling good in my body so that my mind feels good. So yeah, I take Wild Nutrition. This isn't sponsored in any way. I do actually create some content for them, but they haven't asked me to share this with you guys. Like there's no paid incentive or anything behind this. This is the brand that was actually recommended to me by the hormone specialist and the acupuncturist that I'm seeing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying taking these. I take 2 of these a day. This is the daily multi-nutrient for women. So there are lots of different things in this that help in terms of hormone regulation and just feeling your best and like feeling balanced. That's what I'm aiming for, just balance. So yeah, been taking these and really enjoying that. So yeah, I'm gonna make my cup of tea and then head upstairs and crack on with a little bit of work for the morning. changed back into my winter jumper because it's 13, 14 degrees today and I'm really feeling it. It's some lunch. It's a mashup of leftovers, but again, a big thing when I started trying to live more intentionally was thinking about what I was eating, because I was really not eating well. It would be like rushing downstairs when I'm halfway through the working day to like have 2 crumpets and that was it, like nothing nutritious. So although this is like kind of thrown together, it's not bad, it's pretty good. So I've got an egg, I've got a piece of sourdough toast with some avocado on. This is all just leftovers. Half a tin of like mixed beans. So I'm gonna have this. And then after this, I've got some berries, spinach, and some protein powder to make a protein shake, well, like a smoothie. So yes, that's what I'm gonna eat. It's not groundbreaking, but it's like even just making sure that I give myself enough time to make a proper lunch, that is something that I didn't do before. And I think just really focusing on the basics was one of the best things that I did, because it's meant that everything else is better. Like if you're sleeping well enough, if you're eating good food, chances are you're going to be feeling better so that you can do the other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go eat this while it's still warm and then come back and make my smoothie. Fridge. That's really nice. I like a smoothie. I feel like you either like a smoothie and don't mind that kind of earthy taste, or you just don't. Like Jay just said to me, is that actually nice or is it one of those that doesn't taste nice? But I like it.
I said one of those ones that taste like dirt.
One of those ones that taste like dirt. Do you want to try a little bit?
I'll do it.
He's nodding.
Dirt.
Dirt! Really? So, I love a smoothie. I enjoy this. I mean, there's enough fruit in there for it to taste nice. I'm gonna have this now, and then I think after we've like done little bits of cleaning up and tidying in here, we're gonna go for a little look around the charity shops, which I'm really excited for because I haven't been in ages. What's this one?
Good donut. Bit of VT.
Okay, we've just got back home and I think I found the rug for the living room, which I wasn't expecting. I did actually go into HomeSense thinking I maybe want to find one, but anyway, I've been looking for nearly a year. All of the ones that I liked were really expensive, and I think that this could be it. So we're going to do a little test run and lay it out and just triple check. You'll be able to see that. Okay. So it's got this checkerboard style, but it's soft, and I wanted a soft rug. I didn't want one that was flat, but it also looks like it'll be easy to clean. So yeah, I think we're just going to put it out and then we'll be able to tell whether we do really well. I don't think it's right.
Do you want to give it a little bit? Just leave it like this for...
Yeah, let's leave it like this for like an hour. This is the rug. I'm not sure now. I think, you know what it is? I think it is the feel of it. I feel like it looks quite cheap. I don't know. But then I do actually really like the pattern of it. I can't decide. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it like this just for like the next hour so I can see and have a think whether it's the... I feel like I already know what the answer is. If I'm not 100% certain on something, I won't just buy it. Doing that is where I've made decisions that then don't work out in terms of like interiors, clothes, whatever it is. So yes. I think I'm gonna have to take this back, but I did get 2 things from a charity shop that I'm really pleased with. First thing is this book, The Vanishing Half. I saw a lot about this when it was first released and just then forgot about it, so I'm gonna give this a read. This was £1.80. And then also this frame. I've become a little bit obsessed with making, well, I say making frames, painting and like doing DIY on frames and like doing a bit of a stripe effect. So yeah, I'm going to do the same with this one and then put in a small Polaroid or something in the middle. But yeah, that's all I got. It's nice to go out and get a coffee. I'm now going to go upstairs and do a little bit of work. I've got a couple of bits to do for the Story Social because we're doing our book poll and a couple of other things this weekend, and on Monday we're launching and kind of like doing the reveal for June's book pick. So actually I'll leave a link in the description box for that if you want to join us. So yeah, I need to like figure out all that, and then yeah, I think after that, to be honest, I'll be like starting to wind down for the weekend, so I'll like bring you along for my evening routine and things. It's about 5 minutes later, and before I forget to do it, we've decided it is a no for the rug. I just feel like it's too bright in this room and we need something a little bit more cozy and muted. So I have actually found one on John Lewis, but then I really wanted to get one second hand. I was looking on Facebook. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for pretty much a year since we did our living room. And yeah, I just haven't found one. So I'm going to hold off for now. Maybe think about this John Lewis one because it is really nice actually. And then yeah, hopefully after that, the living room will be pretty much done. Just realised this is my third outfit of the day, but here we go. I am going to do some yoga, and I was going to go to the gym, but I've realised I've had quite a lot on the past couple of weeks that I probably will share at some point, but yeah, there's just been a lot, like health-wise for me as well, which has meant I've needed to rest a little bit more. When I think about when I wanted to start to live a slower pace of life, I also really resisted it at the same time because I was so used to being on. It felt really scary to actually slow down. And I think the past couple of weeks, because I've had quite a lot going on, I've not wanted to slow down and just be present. And I've tried to carve out moments for that, but it's felt harder because there is that resistance to it. But I know that it's what I need. So actually, sometimes I'll just do, most of the time I'll just do my own physical practice and flow with whatever it is that I feel like I need to do. But I have just found a video on YouTube. It's by Jessica Richberg, and it's a yoga to reduce stress. It's a 30-minute flow with relaxing stretches, and then there's a shavasana at the end. And I just feel like I'm in the mood where I need to be led.
Pose. Bring your knees as breathing into your physical body. And exhale, push the floor away with your hand.
It's a little bit later now and I'm going to do a little bit of skincare. I actually love skincare, and I think I went through a bit of a phase where I almost had like a rebellion against it because I was like, no, self-care isn't just skincare. I'm not going to spend time doing my skincare routine. Like I really went the other way because all that I saw online was people saying that self-care is like bubble baths and skincare. So I was like, no, I'm neglecting it. But actually, it is a part of my day that I do really enjoy, and it really helps me actually connect to myself. I think like the act of massaging your face to cleanse, adding oils and just like body care, like it actually does make a difference. Also, I've taken my contact lenses out, so I can't really see what's happening here, so I hope I'm in focus. Anyway, I'm going to take my makeup off using this. This is Youth to the People Super Berry Dream Cleansing Balm. I really like this brand. I've been using it for about a year. There is actually another cleanser from them that I really love that I've actually gone through 2 of. But I had this and I was like, I'm going to use this and make the most out of it because I'd already opened it. And this is a really good one because I am wearing a little bit more makeup just to break the makeup down and really cleanse the skin. Also for my hair, it's all scraped back because I've got rosemary oil in it and a mask for the ends. And as you'll have seen, I've bleached my hair recently, so I'm trying to be just way more careful with it. So I'll leave this in and then I'll sleep with it in a plait, which I'm finding is really helping to reduce breakage, and then I'll wash it in the morning. I remember seeing somewhere, it was probably on TikTok, that most people, and this was definitely me before, will put a cleanser on but only spend like 10 seconds massaging it in, whereas actually you need to be spending up to a minute to really break down all of the makeup and any of the kind of grime from the day. So yeah, this one smells really nice as well. Sat down so it's easier to show you this next step. So cleansed my face, then I used the Pixie Glow Tonic. I really like that, it's got glycolic acid in it. And then I've nearly finished this, but I do just love an oil. This is the Ole Henriksen Hydra Barrier Nourishing Oil. Very nearly out of this one. I just put a couple of drops all over my face and just kind of pat that in. Something else I use, I don't use this every single night, but I do really enjoy using it when I do remember to. a gua sha. So I use this for my jaw because I do just tend to hold a lot of tension here, and I'll just place it in the middle and take it back towards my ear, and it does just feel really nice doing this. So I start from the middle, go back towards my ear, and I do this 10 times on each side. I'll take the long edge of this with not too much pressure, but just kind of down the lymph nodes, and again I'll do this like 10 times on each side, and I try to be even. I probably won't be because I'm recording this, but yeah, it's just a really nice way to end your day. Like, it's relaxing and it feels good. That's pretty much it in terms of skincare. I'll then, before I go to sleep, just apply a lip balm, but that is it. Finish this vlog off here. Jay's waiting for me downstairs. We're currently watching Handmaid's Tale because that's what I was reading recently and we've both got into it. So yeah, we'll probably watch a couple of episodes of that, and then honestly I'm gonna get into bed, read the book that I bought today, and probably fall asleep within a couple of minutes because I'm feeling quite tired. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these sort of videos, then subscribe. I upload weekly on a Sunday morning, and yeah, I will see you for the next one.